met you all. He's a bright young kid, and he's a great asset to the community. He's from over there.
Next is Tommy Atkins with an update on Corridor G.
Speaking of Mud River.
Don't mind bringing him up here?
Yeah, sure.
Tommy Atkins, Executive Director at Corridor G Regional Development Authority, and the reason we're here this evening is our agency and all the local economic development authorities, well, actually most of them in the state belong to the West Virginia Economic Development Council, and each year they have two conferences. One is always in Charleston during the legislative session, and the other is moved around from year to year to different parts of the state. And a couple years ago we put in a bid to have it down at Chief Logan, and we are hosting it this year September 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. And since we're hosting it, we have to come up with the agenda, who our presenters and speakers are going to be. And typically when you go out to the different parts of the state, they kind of highlight what's going on in their region. And we're trying to get some presenters and speakers that focus a little bit on coal, and First Lady Tomlin has agreed to be there to talk about the community college's roles in economic development and job training. We are trying to do ours a little bit different than what they've done in the past. I know Monday night there's usually a dinner, but we're trying to get everybody out to the airport in Logan County for a big cookout, and I think General Hoyer with the National Guard is going to be there, and we're hoping the governor will be there as well. Two half days basically on Monday morning and Tuesday morning. It's classroom type stuff where we have the speakers and presenters. The other Monday afternoon we tour the region. Now it's Boone, Lincoln, Logan, Mingo is our region, but we're also have help from McDowell County and Wyoming County EDA. This is the first time that it's been in what we consider southern West Virginia, basically south of Charleston, and so those counties are helping as well, along with the college, Hatfield-McCoy Trails, the Logan County Chamber of Commerce. So we have a pretty good group working on this, and we think we've come up with a pretty good agenda. Some possible tours that we're talking about is touring the Southern's Mine Training Academy there in Logan. I know they do some simulations and stuff, and then we're also talking about going out to the Buck Harless Wood Products Park to look at some of the stuff that's going on there and the post-mine land that's being used for the businesses. And we're also, with the kind of the popularity increased a little bit on the Hatfield-McCoy feud, so there's a guy that's going to do a historic driving tour kind of thing down through southern West Virginia, showing some of the historic sites for that. Then the other side of it is that we have to come up with the funding. And the way it works and has worked in the past, and which I'll be nice, is that when you come up with money, if there's money left over, it goes to the Economic Development Council. So what we're trying to do is get sponsors for different portions of the event so that we kind of zero out at the end and they don't get to take our money with them. So I don't know if that's about as nice as I could. I mean, not that they waste the money, but just we want to make sure that the money we raise has been spent here. And now our board of directors has agreed that if each county commission and each local EDA would pitch in $500, that our board will match that. And with the 6 counties, you're looking at about $12,000 right there. And not to mention that E.L. Robinson has agreed to sponsor the cookout on Monday evening. Hatfield-McCoy Trails is going to sponsor some stuff. I'm trying to think who else is. We have AEP is sponsoring, but that's kind of left over from last year. But anyway, so what I'm here for is, I guess, to kind of submit a request for a $500 contribution from the county. I've already been over in Boone County. They agreed to do it. I will be in Mingo and Wyoming counties next week. Logan, I've already handed in a letter for them. So it looks like that everybody's going to be on board with this. So I do have a letter and some copies for you all. So that's kind of it with the conference. Now I put an invoice in there just in case some people like an invoice rather than just a letter of request, if you all agree to it.
Yeah.
Any questions regarding the conference? Just if you want to, some of the speakers we have lined up, like I said, First Lady Tomlin, Randy helping with DEP. You know, we're trying to focus ours on coal. I mean, quite honestly, you know, that's what Southern West Virginia's known for, so, we're trying to get somebody from the Coal Association down, Gary White maybe from down in Mingo County. Now, the other thing we're doing is because of the, you know, the geography and some of the counties are farther out, we probably, quite honestly, won't get to tour any sites in Lincoln or McDowell or Wyoming. So I've talked to Paula down at Tri River about the possibility of having some buses to do some shuttle service to get people out to the airport and possibly for the tours. We'll know ahead of time how many people sign up, and I know they have some buses that may haul 15 or 20 people. And so that will, you know, while we won't come out to Lincoln County, it'll be a highlight of something that's headquartered and originated.
Now, if they want to go to the Hatfield McCoy Trails, the closest one is Lincoln County, right?
Right.
So just, I don't want to put that in now, you know, so that,
Well,
but I'm in Boone County, Lincoln County, you know, right there, so they don't want to go all the way to Lyman, the road's closed down on Route 10.
You never get down through
Can't
there.
get down through there, so.
We actually did talk about letting, you know, trying to do something, but that's just, last year in Morgantown, there was 120 people there, and Jeff just didn't feel like there was any way to do a ride for 120 people.
But if they want to go look at one, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
But, I was trying to think of some of the other sponsors, but anyway. Yes,
So we want to put this, we have some other requests too. We want to put this with the other requests.
Let's sit there, you want to do it next, you want to put it on the.
Yeah, you have until September, like I said, it's 22nd.
Yeah, we'll, you know, I'm sure it's a worthwhile thing, and what we'll do, we'll go ahead and, we like Commissioner Matthews says, we have several other requests, and what we'll do, we're going to deal with them, and we'll deal with this then. Okay.
All right, no problem.
I appreciate it.
Next